Hello, my name is Kinsella, and I too shall be answering the question regarding whether the employers should leave the choice to be vaccinated in the hands of the employees. In my stance, they should not. First and foremost, the main rationale in not giving them the choice is to lessen the risk of employees saying no to vaccination and to have a higher percentage of vaccination coverage. If employees were to say no to vaccination, what good would it bring to the world? I can support this statement with the case of Barbarica and others in the Czech Republic. Although this case is about a parent not giving consent to vaccinating his child, there were other statements given by third-party interveners stating indirectly the importance of mandatory vaccination. For instance, the French government. The government stated that if vaccination would be made voluntary, there will be a decrease in vaccination coverage, as being the case, and ultimately the reappearance of the pathologies that would be thought to be in decline. Moreover, if all the employees were to be vaccinated, it would definitely create a much safer workplace and environment for other employees as well. From the case of Hamdan Ahmad and U-Mobile Sendirian Berhad, employees have the rights to create a safe environment for other employees. Hence, quoting from the case, its general day-to-day operations provide a conducive and safe work environment for all its workers, and to expect its employees would strictly comply with the same without exception. Relating to that, under Section 24, subsection 1b of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, it stated that it shall be the duty of every employee while at work to comply with any instruction or measure on occupational safety and health instituted by his employer or any other person by or under this act or any regulation made thereunder, and the measure that they would have to comply in this context would be receiving the vaccination. From another view of mandatory vaccination, which is the constitutional jurisprudence from North Macedonia, it was stated that in order to protect and promote our own health as well as of others, there should be no room for discussion about mandatory vaccination. Furthermore, it was also stated that if an individual refuses vaccination, that individual is indirectly costing the health of other people who have been vaccinated, and hence denying them to the right of a healthy life. In spite of the fact that people has argued and protested, saying that they have the right to refuse vaccination, we can see from Northwestern Now, which was published by Kristen Samuelson, a professor who was interviewed by her, who is known as Professor Post, stated that American people should distinguish properly between civil rights and priority rights. Although the professor mentioned specifically to American people, it is just fair and just for every citizen in every country to have a clear understanding of it as well. Additionally, people do have rights. Nevertheless, it comes with consequences, as stated by a lawyer, Unit Tiwari on CBC News, reported by Philip Lee Shannon. The lawyer expressed that people will always have a choice, but every choice comes with a consequence. Unit Tiwari then affirmed his statement with an analogy of freedom of speech. He said that the general public has that right of freedom of speech, but if one were to abuse the right and say inappropriate statements, that individual would have to face the consequences of it. Similarly, in this conflict, if any of the employees were to refuse vaccination, the consequences of not being able to enter the workplace will be faced by those not willing to be vaccinated. In conclusion, we can see that there are professionals out there who support mandatory vaccination. Hence, employers should not leave the choice to the employees, but just to make it must and mandatory to comply with for the sake of every employee's health.
I should email Aiden. Dear Aiden, can employees get terminated or face any disciplinary actions due to refusing vaccination?